Coming up next, I'm giving y'all this prison story about an inmate named Big Busta, who had a bad habit of taking advantage of his own friends. Stay tuned to the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show.
It's JS Corner from the prison story massacres. I be telling stories about the pushers and the traffickers, trying to keep the YNs away from the bandits. Don't eat the honey bun, don't drink the coke, don't become another victim.
Man, I ain't playing with you. You better do what I tell you to do, little guy. Now get down there. Oh, man, come on, man. You keep hitting on me, man. I'm the only one you hitting on. Get down there. Alright, man. Alright. Damn. What up? We are back on my Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show, people. So let's get into it. Now, before we get into giving y'all this prison story about Big Busta, I want to talk about something else that I spoke on in another video. In prison, people, you have no friends. Unless you came in there with one of your day ones from the street, you have no friends. Even if you done time with this man before, years, you have no friends. So, you could say you have associates, people that you cool for, even people that you might fight for. But don't believe the hype, people. In prison, there are no friends. So, it's very uncommon when you see what they call an odd couple. And that's no homo stuff. Now, it was a show back in the day called Odd Couple. And it was two guys living together that had completely different lives. But it was funny as hell. Well, in prison, if you see something like that going down, chances are the manipulation rate is at an all-time high. And what do I mean by that? I mean, when they place a smaller inmate in a cell with a huge inmate, it's inevitable. First of all, there's going to be intimidation from the door. And how that smaller inmate deals with it, well, that's just up to him. But y'all, I'll tell you this, it happens more than you would think. And it's not prison justice, it's more like prison injustice. Because some of the things that I've heard go on in some of these cells will bewilder you. Let's just say that. So without further ado, let me tell y'all exactly how Big Busta Bus got down. Now this story starts outside. Me and a few of the homies, we out a big yard, we down at the weight pile. We got next, and we waiting on Big Busta to finish his reps. Now, he normally get him in. He be going fast with his. So, we're just standing there and wait because we don't want to get skipped in line. If you ain't there, when your turn come, you will get skipped. First rule you learn about Big Yard. Ain't nobody playing games with you. Because if you at the end of the line, you might not even get your turn, honestly. Time might get called. Anyway, one of Big Busta peoples come and interrupt him. Hey, Busta. Yo, you got a new roomie. And he looked, and he's like, what? Yeah, they put somebody in your cell. Now, let me just let y'all know to start this off. Busta Bus, or Big Busta, is like 6'1", maybe 6'2". A bit 275, pushing 300. Dude looked like a tank. Scars on his face, stitches, battle wounds. Dude's a monster. Now, he normally don't get nobody in his cell. So for them to put somebody in his cell mean that the prison is all jammed up. They normally don't want no problems. And they know they normally don't have an inmate big enough to go up in there with him. Now, I know y'all like, well, what about all them bandits? Nah, that's C Block where all them big bandits are. And now, we gonna have to just keep listening. Yeah, come on, y'all. Y'all trying to rush the story now. Just keep listening. Alright. So now, Busta find out he got an inmate going in his cell. Right away, he go ahead and grab his towel, wipe off, get off the bench, and he say, I'm done. I'm done for the day. I'm done. I'm going in. And he shoot right on back in the pod. And now, we hop right on the weights. I bet. Shit, he got done a little earlier. We got on the weights, and we ain't think nothing of it. Now, supposedly, when he went back in that pod, he went right up to his cell. And as soon as he got there, he saw the new guy. Now, this guy that I'm going to tell you about, his name was Jamal. Jamal was only 5'6", y'all. And now, I say only, not any shade at his height, more like, I don't know, a comparison in the height between the two of them. 5'6", 6'2". That's a lot. So, as soon as Jamal saw Busta, he immediately was shook. This guy's a young inmate, his first time in prison. And they put him in the cell with a monster. Now, nobody even knows what Busta's real charges are. Nobody knows. Because nobody has ever checked him. We've all seen Busta's work. He was pretty much a knockout artist. He done had multiple fights in the prison. Oh, it done went down. Ain't nobody ever checked him on his charges to find out what he was in prison for in the first place. Because he was too busy knocking people out. Ain't nobody have a chance to. And they placed this inmate in here with him. So, y'all, when Busta got up there, he approached Jamal and he told him straight like this. This is my cell. I got rules and regulations. Ain't nobody been in here in a long, long time. So, if you're going to be in here, you're going to have to pull your weight. I expect this cell to be clean every single day. There is no downtime. When you got time to lean, you got time to clean. Don't let me say it again, youngin'. I don't want to see you sleeping in the middle of the day. If I come in this cell and you sleeping at 1 p.m., I'm going to splash water in your face and then I'm going to beat you down. I ain't playing no games. I want these beds made. Both of them. Mine and yours. You in charge of laundry. Mine and yours. And my whites better get white. You understanding me? Are you understanding me? He going in on him. He just going in on Jamal. Now, supposedly, when he told Jamal he had to sit down and pee, and Jamal asked him why, he got his first taste of why. Supposedly, Busta gave him a swift backhand. Bow! And this is his first time in the pod. He just got backhand. Bow! Don't you ever question me. I told you, this is my house and I run it the way I run it. You sit down when you piss. And I ain't gotta give you an explanation. You do what I say in here, or else Jamal like, hey man, you hitting me for? Or else what, man? Oh, you be hitting me, man. Dang. Now after about 4 or 5 weeks of Jamal following all of Busta's rules and regulations, I guess Busta Bust started to ease up on him a little bit. Meaning he started to give him some of his normal activities back. Like sitting on a bunk and watching TV and just relaxing. Because up until then, he's been pretty much having to stay up and clean every count all night. Busta ain't care. He wanted that cell clean. And not just because he wanted it clean. He just wanted to make sure that this person in his cell was obedient. And I know y'all like, damn, that sounds crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. But monsters are crazy. And prison makes monsters, people. Now, Busta Bust was a rapper. And he wasn't that bad. And, you know, he always rapping around the cells and the pod. People, you know, be hearing him, hey, yo, spit that was dope, yeah. And people was loving it. Just so happens that Jamal, he used to mess around with the beats out there in the real world. So he had an ear for it. And when he heard Busta rhyme, they was in the cell one day and he just started doing some beatboxing. And Busta was like, yo, do that again. And long story short, people, all of a sudden, Busta Bust was being real nice to Jamal. He found what he was looking for. In his own cell, he got another inmate that could be a human beatbox. And he could be like his little sidekick. He could have him around when he rapping. Yeah. Busta liked the idea of that. So, picture the little Chucky doll in Child's Play, y'all. That's the mindset that Busta Bust got right now. He gonna pretty much drag this little man around as his little puppet doll to dance around and be the backup for him while he's rapping. That's what he's thinking. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. It seems really messed up to me, but this is the situation at hand. Jamal started practicing doing, you know, voiceovers over Jamal's raps, over his songs. So now they get used to doing it, and they busting it out at the lunchroom, in the day room. Jamal, you know, he backing him up all the time. And everybody be like, oh, that's dope, yo, that's dope. Yeah, y'all should do that. Y'all should record that when y'all get out, man. That's dope. Giving them props. But nobody knows what Jamal has to go through every time he goes back to that cell. Nobody knows, y'all. Everybody just sees the hype man. Jamal is the hype man. So he making Busta Bust look great. Busta Bust is a star. Superstar in the prison. Can't do no wrong. And Jamal just backs him up. Whatever he say, he follow. My buddy. Y'all know the vibes. If you haven't done so already, people, like, share, subscribe, and get in that comment box, people. Alright, let's go. Now here's where the story gets dark, y'all. The part that nobody hears or has ever heard. But somebody heard. You just didn't know it. Now, I told y'all, people, You might not see things in prison. Oh, but you hear things in prison. You hear things very, very clearly through the walls, through the vents. It's like a network. And somebody is always listening, ear hustling to what's going on in your cell, especially if it could cause controversy. Now, let y'all know this, people. This is another prison politic that may or may not have been known to most. If a rumor gets spread about you, guess what? Once enough people hear it, it's true. Period. And it's only one way to prove it untrue. You gotta do bodily harm to whoever started that rumor. That's right. Otherwise, if somebody spreads a rumor about you in the prison, it is presumed true until you take out prison justice. And that's a whole nother story in itself. But y'all don't hear me though. Keep on listening. I got some work for y'all. Allegedly, 2 of the cells next to and above Busta's, they heard some very questionable conversations going on. And some very questionable noises, like gagging noises. They heard conversations such as this. So, supposedly, what the neighboring cell inmate said he heard was Busta Bus, and everybody know his voice. He got a real distinguishable voice, y'all. It's real raspy and deep. But they heard his voice telling Jamal, from now on, I'm gonna call you Spiffy. Yeah. I'm gonna call you Spiffy when we out on stage. I'm gonna call you Spiffy. And Jamal, like, I don't like that name. I don't really like that, man. What's that all about? I don't really like that. What that means, Spiffy. And you're like, hey, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Hey, you remember that next song? And you're like, hey, listen, I got something I need you to help me with, man. And you're like, what? Look, man, just come on over here, man. Come on over here. Go ahead on down there, man. And like, what you talking about? Come on, man. Don't be stupid, man. Go ahead down there. Don't make no noise, man. Go ahead down there, man. Come on now. Come on. And that's where, you know, people like, whoa. You for real? What else? And they're like, look, I'm not going to hold you. We was listening. We was trying to listen. But all we heard was gaggles and gurgles after that. It was crazy. It was... That's all we heard after that. And then nothing. Quiet. I guess either they go to sleep or they sit in their bunks quiet. Or whatever. I don't know what was going on after that. But that's what we heard. And so that rumor started to spread around the prison like wildfire. Big Busta Bus, undercover. Hold on, y'all. And you know how when a rumor starts one way, it ends up 10 times worse by the time it get to the next person. So the rumor might have started off with Big Busta Bus was in there getting some head. Then the rumor, by the time it gets 3 pods over, yo, you heard Big Busta Bus was in there getting some cheeks. Yo, he was busting dude down, a little inmate in there with him. Yeah, that's his little boy. That rumor spread around the prison so fast. And now, I don't know about a lot of the other prisons in different states, but our mess hall, when you go to mess hall, you go to mess hall with all the pods, whoever wants to come to mess hall, because everybody don't have to come, but everybody is invited to come to mess hall. So you in there with people from all different pods. Now, imagine how life was like for Jamal, or I don't know if I should call him Spiffy or not. When he goes to the mess hall and everybody's staring at him like, yo, that's the boy. That's the boy right there. That's Busta Bust's little boy. That's a secret boy. And everybody just looking at you like, ew. Yo, that's nasty, yo. You should have thought about yours, man. You should have thought about yours, man. Them yo cheeks, man. Them yo cheeks. Gave it up to Busta. And, you sitting there in disbelief. Jamal just sitting there like, what the hell everybody looking at me like that for? What the hell did I do? He thinking like, damn, I was just, on stage with Busta rapping. We was in the day room on the table rapping, entertaining everybody, and everybody was feeling me. Now everybody looking at me like I'm some kind of, I don't know. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know yet, Jamal. You don't know exactly what just happened. Somebody heard something, Jamal, and you gotta make it right. You gotta do something to Big Busta Bust to make everybody know that that's a lie. But guess what? Guess what, people? Jamal ain't have it in him. So Jamal was labeled as a boy toy in prison. And Big Busta Bust, well, allegedly, y'all, according to those next door neighboring inmates, Busta Bust, he started having his way for real with the young boy. Yeah. Jamal started getting his cheeks clapped. And he couldn't do nothing about it. Busta Bust was doing exactly what he wanted to do from the very beginning. And he played a long game. Busta Bust played a long game. He'll have a whole career with you. Yeah. And by career, I mean a whole bid. He'll do a whole bid with you. And right before it's all over, he gonna get what he want. So listen. This is just a quick story. A quick one about a very naive inmate that thought he had a friend in prison. YNs, if you find yourself in prison, just know this. Do not label anyone as a friend. Only keep associates in prison. Because ain't nobody going unalive for you. Ain't nobody gonna go the extra mile for you. I don't care if it's gang, religion, whatever. You gotta do for you. Don't let nobody talk you into saying, oh, we friends, right? We friends, right? Just take that charge from me. Just take that charge from me. Nah. No go. No comprende. Listen. That's going to be it for the end of this story. This is the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show. I am your boy, Jersey Street Corner. And,
It's JS Corner from the prison story massacres. I be telling stories about the pushers and the traffickers, trying to keep the YNs away from the bandits. Don't eat the honey bun, don't drink the coke, don't become another victim or the butt of a joke. Don't close Cause if you sit with some punk boy, you can get seen, then you can get dealt with. Prison justice like you never felt it. I be taking y'all back to stories of the helpless. That lava I spit, get your boy's stories melted. I spit about prison justice cause I dealt it. And you a real hater if you can't respect it. All that bullshit, yeah, I'm here to check that. Any confrontation, I'ma show up. Bet that. You a real hater, I'm here to address that. When it comes to storytelling, I'm the best at.